Your bastard, father.
Come in.
Today we are venturing into the brutal yet beautiful lands of Westeros, but not through another rewatch. We are diving into Game of Thrones Kingsroad, the new action RPG that's launched for both mobile devices and PC. I have spent a significant amount of time carving my own path on the Kingsroad, clashing swords with bandits, delving into ancient dungeons, and yes, even facing down some truly epic bosses. I am here to give you my comprehensive review, pulling no punches, so grab a goblet of Dornish wine or perhaps something stronger. This is Jasper and let's get into it. Let's start with the visuals. On the surface, Game of Thrones Kingsroad genuinely impresses for a cross-platform title. The developers have done a commendable job bringing the grim, expansive world of Westeros to life. Character models are detailed, iconic locations like Winterfell and Castle Black are surprisingly well recreated, and spell effects brushed with satisfying visual flair. It's built on Unreal Engine 5 and you can see that ambition in the detailed textures and lighting, especially on higher settings on a capable PC. However, the visual ambition comes at a cost, particularly on mobile. My personal experience running on a high-end mobile device with Android 15, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and 8GB of RAM was far from perfect. Well, I encountered noticeable graphical glitches, annoying flickering textures, and some inconsistent rendering that broke immersion. While balanced settings offered decent performance, pushing to high or highest on mobile significantly tanked frame rates without a proportional leap in visual quality. It often felt like the game was pushing my device to its absolute limit, leading to another big problem: overheating. Oh boy, the phone gets hot enough to melt a small ice dragon. This is a pretty demanding game for a mobile device, and after sustained play sessions, my phone felt like a miniature force. So if you are planning on a long strings on your phone, be prepared for some serious thermal throttling or consider a cooling accessory. On PC, naturally, you will likely have a much smoother experience in this regard, though even there, some players have reported frame rate dips in busy scenes, also glitches all over the place, indicating border optimization challenges.
Uncle. Up there.
Horses now.
But let's shift gears to something that constantly shines: the combat. This is where Game of Thrones Kingsroad truly excels. The combat feels incredibly smooth, impactful, and visually dynamic. Whether you are a knight cleaving through foes, and nimble assassin dodging attacks, or a powerful sellsword, each class offers satisfying gameplay. The inclusion of both a classic mode for manual targeting and an assist mode for core casual play is a brilliant design choice, making it accessible to a wide range of players. Well, you can actively dodge, parry, and chain attacks, giving battles a genuinely engaging feel that goes beyond typical mobile auto combat. It truly captures a bit of that Shadow of War combat vibe, which is high praise for an action RPG.
Yeah, scream for me, killer. Played with women tougher than you. What have you done to Mark?
Now, for the story and progression. Game of Thrones Kingsroad presents an original narrative set during the events of Season 4, where you play as an illegitimate heir of House Tyre, seeking to restore your legacy. The initial 12-minute introduction cinematic is quite well produced, setting the stage with intrigue and familiar faces, and for fans hungry for more Westerosi lore, it delivers. The atmosphere, aided by a compelling soundtrack, is genuinely impressive, and many iconic characters make appearances. However, the pacing at the very beginning can feel a little slow, taking a good while after the lengthy introduction before you are truly given freedom over your character. Some players have also noted that while the main story is engaging, hundreds of side quests can sometimes feel repetitive, with generic NPC models reducing immersion outside of the key characters.
Tell him that, like it or not, winter is coming.
Well, once you are set loose, however, the controls are remarkably well implemented across both platforms. They are super smooth and intuitive, whether you are using touch controls on mobile or a mouse and keyboard on PC. Navigating the world, targeting enemies, and unleashing abilities all feel natural and responsive, which is vital for an action RPG. And now for the undisputed highlight for me, the dungeon boss fights. These are incredibly fun and challenging. Each boss feels distinct, requiring you to learn attack patterns, time your dodges, and coordinate your abilities. The sheer spectacle and the strategic depth involved in these encounters are superb. They provide a fantastic sense of accomplishment and are, without a doubt, the strongest gameplay element in Kingsroad. The co-op support for these boss fights adds another layer of enjoyment, letting you team up with friends to tackle formidable beasts. So, what's the overall verdict on Game of Thrones Kingsroad? It's a game of distinct helps. On one side, it offers a visually impressive world for a mobile title, especially with its Unreal Engine 5 foundation, alongside smooth, engaging combat, accessible controls on both PC and mobile, an original story that extends the lore, and genuinely thrilling boss battles. It also supports cross-progression, which is a fantastic feature. However, it's not without its dragons in the room. The mobile optimization issues, from glitches and flickering to significant overheating, are notable, and while the game is free to play, its monetization strategy is frankly aggressively pervasive.
Our former ward, what are you doing this far from your home? I had no word that you returned to the north.
This is a system designed to extract every possible penny, often at the expense of player enjoyment and progression. You will encounter numerous in-game currencies, energy systems that get your playtime, and constant pushes towards purchasing bundles, revives, or progression boosts. Players, especially on the PC side, have heavily criticized this, calling it pay to win or at the very least pay to progress. Well, if you need to fast travel across the sprawling map, you can walk to a signpost for free, but if you want to wrap from anywhere, you will need to pay a premium. If you wanna hit a particularly tough momentum, check for a quest. The grind to increase your power organically becomes excruciating, almost nudging you towards microtransactions to elevate the frustration. This isn't just about cosmetics. It's about paying to make the game less frustrating and actually progress at a reasonable pace. It truly feels like a mobile game dressed up for PC, complete with all the predatory trappings. Character customization is also fairly limited beyond the initial creation, and many generic NPCs can break immersion. So ultimately, Game of Thrones Kingsroad is a mixed bag, and its aggressive monetization is a significant drawback. So if you are a die-hard Game of Thrones fan who has been craving a new interactive experience and you are willing to either power through the mobile optimization issues or play primarily on PC, and you have an iron will to resist the constant pressure to spend money, then there is some fun to be had. The combat, the boss fights, and the sheer atmospheric recreation of Westeros are strong draws, but temper your expectations regarding the long-term free-to-play viability and overall technical polish, especially on mobile. It stretches that Westeros itch, but perhaps not as deeply or smoothly as some might hope for a game of this scale, and it's certainly not without frequently asking for your wallet. So, have you ventured into Game of Thrones Kingsroad? What are your thoughts on the PC versus mobile experience, or how the monetization has affected your play? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more gaming reviews, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.